Greetings and welcome to Hearts of Art for Old World Blues, and in this video I'm going to take up the challenge to play as any of the great nations in Old World Blues, but I may only use militia units in my army and garrison. Now the nation I have chosen to play is New Reno, because when I think of great nations I think of these ones that always show up here in the top. So let's lock that in. Historical AI focuses on average Joe difficulty, and let's go. Alright, so a good place to start I think would be to go over the rules of this challenge. So as I mentioned, I may only use militia units. That means no infantry, no enforcers, no power armor, tanks, light special forces, and not even any of the 1.5 with units such as the lawgivers or keepers. None of that. I can only use ballistic rifles as well up until intermediate tech. I have been allowed by the challenger to use support equipment, but also up to intermediate tech, and I'm actually going to set that as a rule that for all the tech I research, I will not go past the intermediate level. Now, also, don't think I'm going to be making this easy on myself by butting up to the NCR here to my west. I will be staying independent, and I will be doing the focus to reclaim all of Nevada. And if Vault City goes with the NCR as well as the Rogue Rangers form the Nevada Rangers, that means I could be in for a tough time. So let's go over some basic stuff for decisions. I am not going to be bothering myself with the tourist trade. I will spend my money elsewhere. I am going to create my agency, these switchblades, mainly to be used to bring down resistance once I start taking some nations. As for research, I am not going to be going through every single research that I do. I'm going to be doing this playthrough in one video, and I don't want to waste time on that. I will show you some important research as I do it, but other than that, I won't be going through everything else. Construction, I've followed my standard principle of civilian, military, and then some infrastructure, and I'm ending it off with building a ring of outposts on my borders. I will be increasing this ring as I get more territory to form layers of defense, because militia are the weakest units you can possibly have in Old World Blues. For production, I have 6 factories. These 3 I don't have any templates with, so I'm actually going to delete these 2, change this one over to the squad automatic weapons, we'll see why later, and boost that all the way up to 5 to get lots of guns. Templates that I start off with: special forces, not going to use; motors, not going to use; standard infantry template here, not going to use. I've started recruiting some militia just to boost my units up, and the 4 units that I start off with I'm going to also convert to that militia template. Let's start exercising them. I do not get any unit commanders at the start of the game. No problem about that, we'll get some along the way. Focus tree wise, another thing I want to get out the way. I would have loved to go with the Van Graafs over here, but they are all energy based, and I'm not allowed to use energy weapons. Also, not going to go mutant because they don't have a proper militia. So that leaves you between staying with Mr. Bishop or changing over to the Wrights. And I'm going to go with the Wrights because Mr. Bishop is very NCR friendly and we'll have none of that. So first focus is biggest little city in the wasteland. Welcome to Reno, the friendliest place you'll ever go. On behalf of the New Reno Tourist Association, we'd like to share some of our early history in this affordable 3-cap pamphlet. We'll find out more about that in 7 days. Here we go, the biggest little city in the wasteland. Before the atomic fire rained from on high, Reno was the biggest little city in the world. But now our wonderful little town lives as a place of harmless fun, where you can enjoy some booze, company, and recreation, free from prying eyes. Do you know what we're most thankful for? And option 1, All those cars gives me manpower, building slot, and 2 infrastructure. The casinos, which casino fund, construction speed goes up by 5%, and I get a civilian workshop, and all our old military outposts, which gives me infantry equipment production cost goes down by 10%, and I get another arms workshop. Now, all of these are very tempting. I'm going to go for the casinos one here because the construction speed is going to boost me quite a bit all the way through. I can get arms factories in a different way and a civilian factory right now because I'm using 10 to build my intelligence agency will be very useful. Next, our best frenemy. The NCR dominates the West Coast, and we have many profitable ties with it. Many of our citizens are proud to be associated citizens of the Republic. If you're not an NCR citizen, please skip to the section on how NCR Rangers do not have jurisdiction over non-citizens pursuant to the Treaty of 2251, an event coming of the NCR. Alright, so the coming of the NCR. The NCR has been our greatest blessing and curse. We can hardly have a vigorous tourist trade without a prosperous economy to draw tourists from after all, but their tariffs and grasping reach are a bit of a problem. In the 2240s, Reno was divided between 4 families: the Mordeaus, the Bishops, Wrights, and Salvadors. The Mordeaus tried to control Northern California through control of the jet trade, but distribution of the jet cure by the Chosen One crippled that plan. We have chased those hooligans out of our city and to leave them to scalp in a wretched den of scum and villainy. The Salvadors had a shining moment of power, but their mysterious source of laser weaponry seemed to vanish overnight. Today they work to build careers for some of the city's wayward youths. The Wright civic restoration efforts blossom, but too many citizens declined to give up the folksome charm which brought you here on vacation. And the Bishops, while John Bishop and his son were wise enough to see that friendship with the NCR was the wave of the future. Aren't they swell? This pamphlet was paid for by the Shark Club Casino Shark Club, where you feel like a shark among menus. So we can either go with the Shark Club, that gives me more population, more stability, more income, and I get some population increase in your Reno outskirts. I can say thank God for the rights, and I get more research speed, more construction speed for infrastructure and civilian factories, and I get 150,000 NCR dollars, or the Mordeaus. That will decrease my division training time and give me a boost for division attack and defense and more war support. Now, both tempting, but since I am going for the rights, I'm going to choose this one. All 3 are great choices, but this is one I'm going to go for. And then next we have a new family on the block. As you may know already, there were originally 4 families in New Reno. While only 3 of the 4 continue to exist today, another had taken its place. This family is known as the Van Graafs. Just remember not to break any contracts with them, and we're going to find out about Mama Van Graaf. Welcome to the party, Mama Van Graaf. The Van Graafs trade in gold, energy weapons, and frankly anything that makes a cap. Some may criticize their tactics, but none can deny that they provide capital to the new ventures in Reno. Why, consider the list of places they've extended their open hand. So we can get Chop Shop, which gives me salvage motorcycles and a bunch of stuff for vehicles and a building slot. Cat's Paw, more war support, more civilian factories, and then New Reno Arms, which gives me weapons. And here's the one I want, a 75% boost in research to firearms as well as the arms workshops. This is the one I want, so I can get away from these damn pipe guns. And now let's just pop that one there onto the saws, and we can choose the next one. Taking the next step. Lucky you, you've arrived in Reno at a great time. It seems all of the families are funding projects across the cities, from youth centers to better opportunities with the NCR. There's never been a better time to visit New Reno, and we're going to find out about a caring folk. Okay, let's find out about what caring folk the New Renos are. New Renos, Van Graafs, Wrights, Salvadors, or Bishops may disagree, but all of them wish to see our fair city prosper. They may get a bit scared at times, but their disputes over leadership of the city shows they care. The Salvadors, Bishops, and Wrights may push initiatives to assert control over the city, ultimately consolidating influence. And the Van Graafs, while they are happy to help all their customers, and perhaps the rumors that Mama Van Graaf has finally found Mr. Wright are correct. Could love be in the air? In your Reno, anything is possible. Subject to terms and conditions, consult your next of kin before taking the ghost tour through Gothica. So we can have Wrights offer scholarships, and this is what I'm going for because the Wrights will become the ruling party without any elections being held. I could have gone for the bishops, that keeps them in power, or the broken brothers, which will put the mutants in, but we're not having any of that. So here go the Wrights, and to prove it, there's Christopher Wright in charge, having a nice day. Now, next focus is going to be mercenary instructors. Reno has no standing fighting force unless you consider the mobsters of the individual families. Instead, they must rely on mercenaries as their armies. The vast wealth of Reno means their merc contracts last very long, however. This is what I'm after here, the 30 army experience, so I can adjust my template. I'm going to get a 50% research bonus for infantry technology as well, at the cost of 50,000 NCR dollars, but that's worth it. Now, what to do about the fathers of the apocalypse? Now, frankly and personally, I don't like them, so they are going to go. So, take that, and I'll be taking the hostile decisions to take them out. So, mercenary instructors is completed. Now, before I choose my next focus, I want to edit this temperature, and I am going to be adding on a whole bunch of militia to take this template up to a total of 15 width. It's not going to be my final template, but it's a good start. I have also changed the icon here, and so I can get some unit names for free. The super mutants there. Going to save that, and then let's move on to the tree. Now, I am going to be going down the family here, but first I'm going to be doing the white pawn, because this is the earliest focus I can take that will give me a unit leader. It bugs me not having a unit leader right now. So, the streets of Reno belong to the bishop. Well, not anymore. If we want to hold our power, we'll have to put some of our pawns on the streets to keep the peace and ensure our rivals don't stand a chance. Our citizens will no doubt support the locals over some gang of lawless criminals. Well, Mr. Bishop no longer leads New Reno, but at least he can lead the army in the name of the Wrights. There we go. Mr. Bishop is here, so he can lead the Necro gang over there, and I will be setting him up with is it Mysterious Stranger? No. Which one is it now? Here we go, Gunslinger. So my militia and get 10% more attack and defense. I will be making him a commanding officer, so that will go down to half. But these militia are going to need every boost they can possibly get. And I have gotten 181 political power. I did get 75 from this focus that I forgot to mention. And I am going to go for the new Reno Arms Factory, because it's going to boost my ballistic weapons in many ways, and because I have a little bit left over, I'm going to go for the new Reno version of the Gecko company, the Golden Globes, because it was going to boost my stability, which I lost a bunch of by kicking out the followers of the apocalypse, as well as more political power and more caps. So that's done and dusted, and I've got a nice saving of 26 days here on my research, which I'm going to use on getting some proper weaponry. There we go. Now that that's all done, it's time to head down the right route. Excuse the pun there. I want to get as much support for the intellectuals as possible before I do Master of Our Fate. And along the way, I'm going to be picking up, here it is, 25 and extra army experience for my template. So first of all, the family. The Wrights have stood as a family long stood as a family in Reno. We may be ruthless profiteers, but we shall try to hold the unity and stability that our embedded loyalty brings. If we want to take over the city, we'll have to temper our feuds with each other. So 75 political power, 5% more popularity for intellectuals, and the Guardians of Temperance are going to flock to my cause. And right now I am very glad that I got the bishop as unit leader, because I'm currently getting raided by the jackals. So first of all, we got 4 units from those temperance people, and their template is quite a nice one. 10 with standard infantry, but not going to use it. So we're going to take these guys, convert them to my militia template, and then pop them in. Actually, I can only use one. So I'm going to pop them in there, and I'm going to put the rest there. Okay. So next thing that needs to be done is got a bunch of more political power, and I want a theorist. Land Doctrine Speed will get the research slot later on, but right now I want to get army experience gain as fast as I can, because I've got some templates to work on. And then, last but not least, let's carry on going down. Now I've got a choice between setting up schools or taking them to church. I'm going to set up schools first because of the research bonuses I get here. While we aren't exactly the kind of people that enjoy giving to charity with no kickbacks, there are still a few good causes that would help us should we invest in them. Investing in schools for the poor will no doubt increase our stability and ensure we will have far more intellectuals in Reno. So +5 to my base stability, and I'm going to get Reno schools, which is going to give me a 10% boost for industry technology, electronics technology, and another boost in intellectual support by 5%. So we'll start that off. So after beating back the jackals in their raid and setting up some schools, it's time to choose the next focus, which is now take them to church. While our family may not be the most sinless organization in the wasteland, we should still uphold some values if we want to be appreciated by our citizens. Building and investing in churches for the folk that will boost our popularity while making us seem more pious in the eyes of the people. Plus 10% stability now, which is going to take me over 50%, and my intellectual population is going to go up by another 5%. Alright, quick pause to let you know what advisor I'm going to be choosing next, and that is going to be the arms proprietor here, Liam Eldridge. This is going to boost my ballistic weapons research speed again and increase my factory output as well. Congratulations, New Reno has a whole bunch of churches now. Now my recruit population is getting a bit low, so I want to just take a break from this for a while. A shotgun wedding can wait, and I want to do cash for loyalty. Though many say mercenaries' allegiances are fragile at best, money is the greatest motivator for many living in the wasteland, and we have lots of it. So cash for loyalty, this is what I want here, 5% more population recruitment factor, and I'm going to get a boost to my division recovery rate and division defense, but my cap expenses is going to go up by 5%. Alright, so hopefully giving some cash for loyalty will help out with my recruitable population. Now, next step is to carry on down here with shotgun wedding. The Van Graafs are a cunning lot that value business over conflict. Having them as allies would help us remove the bishop from power. Okay, we've already covered that part. While we could have slaughtered the Van Graafs, they now have a tactical value. Organizing a wedding between the Wrights and the Van Graafs will benefit us. Only benefit us while ensuring stability in Reno. So I'm going to get 25 army experience, which will be useful. My production cost of my infantry equipment is going down by 10%. That's great. What's not great is I'm losing 0.1 political power gain per day, -5 stability. I am getting 2 research bonuses for infantry weapon, which is nice, and my popularity is going up by 5%. Now, a quick side note, you notice it says in purple, this will strengthen the Van Graafs. There are, I believe, 3 focuses that have this line. This one, and then it is partly with the Van Graafs over here, as well as somewhere here. Oh yes, Van Graaf Advisors. If you do all 3 of those focuses before you take Masters of Our Fate, then your popularity won't actually matter, because you will then change to having Mama Van Graaf as the leader of New Reno, and the name will change, and you'll unlock this branch of the site tree there. But Not going to be doing any of that. Shotgun wedding it is. And then let me just beef up my militia temperature a little bit more. Add 3 units on, because now I am at 19.5 combat width. This is the closest I'll be able to get to 20. Organization's not the best, but 45 is okay. This will be, I'll still keep this as my garrison, my actual proper fighting template. I will add some stuff on a bit later. And there's my low manpower warning. Fantastic. Well, I hope you can hear the wedding bells, because I can't. Shotgun wedding is done. Now I have 2 choices after this. I can either take New Reno department, which will give me some more units, but my population is a bit low and I will have to change them up. So while that goes up, I want to do Reno speakeasies. Not sure what a speakeasy is, must be an American thing, but here we go. Even the temperate people of our utopian New Reno need a place to relax. Secret trade and alcohol was Orwell Wright's trade and led to our prominence as a family. So it only makes sense to build speakeasies across Reno for safe, responsible entertainment. So this is going to take down my consumer goods by 5% and increase my stability by 5% and give me more population for my intellectuals, which is great. Now, 42 army experience. So I am going to do another edit. You can see here I have made a copy of my standard template, and to this I'm going to add fire teams. You may be asking yourself, Smokey, why are you adding fire teams? Well, anti-tank gives the best piercing and hard attack boost. Demolitions gives the best soft attack boost and breakthrough. Fire teams is basically the middleman, and that's what I'm looking for, a middleman boost, because that has dropped my organization by 2.5%. If I had to add on anything else, it'll drop it down to 40. And I do not want to go anywhere close to 40, so I'm just going to add on fire teams for now. So save that. This will be my general purpose fighting unit. I will make an elite one later on when my organization is higher. That will include things like anti-tank and demolitions, but for now everybody's going to be using this. So we've done that. So that is the last time I recruit one of these, and afterwards we're going to recruit the New Reno militia over here. Let's set them up here in New Reno, and there's nothing else left to do but to change them up to the militia, and thankfully I have enough equipment. So job done there, and I've lost 300 manpower. Still got some army XP left over, so let me get a spirit, and I'm going to go for bold attack. This will give me a 50% chance of a +1 to my attack when my commanders level up. There aren't really, I haven't seen any unique ones here for New Reno, so this will be good because I am getting some nice defense bonuses through my focus tree. And I am going to save a little bit more political power because I want to change up my recruitment law when I get to 150. There we go, 150 political power. Let's change this up from settlement protection to wasteland militias, which is perfect, extra 1.5%. I am also going to be changing, I think I'm going to be changing my wasteland economy as soon as I'm able to all the way up to well-equipped army, but I'll have to wait. I am worried. It's almost the end of 2275 and the den hasn't started declaring on me, so I wonder what's happening with that. Alright, so responsible drinking has been offered at the speakeasies. Now I'm going to take New Reno Police Department. New Reno does not discriminate based on the color of one's skin. While look at the wonderful super mutants who were hired to work in our police department. Please be careful taking pictures as bright lights startle some of them. Now, New Reno Police is going to give me minus 50% to my division training time. Damage to garrisons minus 25%, which is huge. 4 units of police are going to join my army, and another boost to my intellectuals. And the den is now declaring on me. No date as of yet when they are going to attack, but I am ready and waiting for them. Okay, let's do this. The den has declared war on me, as they will always do. It's normally to the ends of 2275. They've obviously waited a bit longer. Not to matter. I am ready for them. Let's see how my militia template fares against a AI-controlled army. Oh, not caring about the tourism results. So this is purely just 19.5 combat width with a machine guns fitted. So that'll be good. There's some more army experience. That's great. Really coining it now. Seem to be breaking through. I don't want to do anything myself. I want to see how these guys fight, without me. Just it's the best test I can probably give of this template right now. My my intel is not very good on them, but we seem to be doing well. Okay. I'm definitely pushing them back wherever we find them. That's good. That's very good. Okay. Interesting. Either these den guys are very weak, or this is stronger than I thought. Okay, super meat auxiliaries, don't care about you. Now I'm going to do the gym rats. Established in 2210, the Jungle Gym is now the largest northern facility in northwestern Nevada. Its boxing machines are the stuff of legend. But try our new yoga studio as well. Hot yoga can't be beat, especially if you try the radioactive version. Alright, 3% more base stability, 3% more war support, 100,000 NCR dollars, and 5% for my intellectuals. And now, here's my new Reno police department. They are super mutant auxiliaries. We are going to change that straight away during war. Thankfully, I have enough. That change my recruit population has made a massive boost. Let's add these guys on, and now this fight should be even easier. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Now, some of these guys will be waiting because now the AI has changed the lineup and is waiting on reinforcements. These guys are still marching to get there. Oh, we've already got a reward for the Wright monsters. That's not too bad. And there's the white pieces signed. Thought that was coming. They got pushed back a bit too far. Okay, let me set up my troops and I'll see you when Gym Rats is complete. Alright, the Gym Rats is completed. That leaves nothing else than to seal our fate for the Wrights and keep them in charge and do Masters of our Fate. Oh, there are those who say Reno cannot expand outward and it lies divided because no family is in charge. Don't let that fool you. There's one family which acts as the unofficial leader, and that is... I'm going to get the right stuff in 15 days. So while the Jackals are raiding me for the second time, hopefully they'll be unsuccessful this time as well, we have the Wright Stuff. Christopher Wright has lived up to some, if not all, of his mother's ideals. Under Mr. Wright's leadership, Reno will strive to be a wholesome, safe place to raise a family, a place where children worry about standardized tests instead of drug addiction, a place with pious prayer instead of mon hits. Of course, the city will keep prostitution and gambling going, if only to channel men and women away from more destructive vices, and rejoice for the one who is saved, not those who are lost. So this was the second chance to change the government. I'm sticking with the rights. This is basically already made up for you depending on what your popularity is. And as you can see, we are still New Reno, but with a bit of a new shine to it. So I am actually going to change yellow or blue. I'm going to go for the blue color. I've always liked that. So we're going to keep that going there. And now something I've wanted to do for quite a while, but haven't yet because I wanted to focus on sorting out my politics, is unlock another research slot with advanced jet formula. While jet may have been our ticket to power, its formula has long been in the hands of folk who didn't appreciate our chemical purity. With that little brat of our chef chemist stabbed to death, we'll have to turn our eyes to making a new formula. We'll grab any scientist off the streets we can to ensure it's successful. So, gain one research slot. Popularity of the people goes up by 5%. That's why I focus on getting this done first, because now it doesn't matter what popularity goes up or down for intellectuals, they will stay in power. And more importantly, it also opened up at least this part here of the focus tree. This branch here is locked unless you go Van Graafs, and this is locked unless you go for the mutants, and I won't be doing that. So 45 days. Now, one other thing is I am 3 political power short to changing my economy law up to well-equipped army. I'm not going to pause again, but just next time you see, this will be changed up. Why? Because I want another 10% decrease in my consumer goods, as well as boost to my military factory construction speeds. That's why I'm going for that. Because right now, out of my 10 factories, only 4 are working for me. So by changing that, I will hopefully get 2 more, but we'll have to see. There we are, another research slot that they want you to make jet, but I'm going to use this research slot for my land doctrine. And I am pretty sure majority of you watching this will not guess what I'm going to go for. Many of you would think conventional warfare is the way to go, but my friends, you are incorrect. The best land doctrine for, if you're using just militia, is asymmetric warfare, going down, I believe it is, yes, it is going down ancient tactics. This gives the best general army boost, and when you look at general army, it includes, if you can see here, maybe you need to zoom in, militia platoon. It is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th one from the top. So this for my militia is the best way to go. Asymmetric warfare, done and dusted. That's why I'm choosing that one. Next focus I'm going on, because I want to increase my army. I want some more unit leaders, and not just generic ones I can boost myself, nice proper ones, and for that I'll look here. So first of all, military. With mercenaries, we can now substitute the need for conscripts and soldiers. This allows us to raise divisions far quicker than we ever could previously. Obviously, this comes with some raised costs, but investing further in mercenaries will no doubt raise the quality of our army. So, division training time is going down by 15%. Caps expense is going up by 10%. This is another reason why I said I'm not going to bother with the whole tourist trade with New Vegas. I'd rather save all the caps I can to do things like that, because currently 6.8 is taken away and my army is only going to get bigger. Also allows me to do wonderful things like restore the Sierra Army Depot, which is going to give me some nice boosts when it's done. And last but not least, I want to modify my Army Corps, which I can here. Now again, no uniques. I'm going to go for give guns to everyone. Your army gets less experience gain. Not too worried about that. I've got my templates sorted out. But my recruitable population is going up by 5%, and my production cost on my infantry equipment is going down by 5%. So even though there's a red, that for me is a win-win. Alright, so another quick pause to spend some political power. Now, I was very tempted to get Dan McGrew over here for more resources and less quicker construction, but I am getting more and more concerned about my recruitable manpower. If you've played any sense of Old World Blues, you know this is probably the hardest resource to manage. So I want to go after this one here, Tommy the Balls. He gets more, 3% more recruitable population, and the the daily compliance gain will actually help later when I start conquering the territories of Nevada. Alright, it's time to get a new unit commander, and I want to get Pablo over here. Pablo's Conquistadors are a veteran unit of highly disciplined infantry out of the land of Mexico. They are very adaptable and well trained and can be utilized in almost any situation. So attack skills a bit low, defense and everything's alright. This is going to cost me 50,000 in NCR dollars, that's fine. But again, production cost for my infantry equipment is going down by 15%, and I'm going to get a 50% research bonus for firearms. And I think, yes, I do get 3 squads, that's it. So that will be very nice. Well, here's a nice, interesting little event that's come up. The hub investments. We've always had ties to the NCR, and for a while flirted with becoming a state. Sadly, we would never make the concessions the bishops wanted in order to annex our charming little town. But now, Fargo Traders wishes to invest in our local economy. There's no denying that they could help us shift from a tourist-based economy to something more permanent. However, this will strengthen the bishop's influence in our city, for they will mediate our stronger ties to the NCR. And I will have none of that, so if you were wanting to buddy up with the NCR and become a faction, this would be a very good choice. But I'm going to go for this is our turf, and it's going to give me 15 army experience and 50 political power, which I'm going to use straight away to get myself. No. Where is that? Yes, here we go, Dan. Can you get Dan for that extra resources and the decrease to my construction speeds? So, Pablo's Conquistadors have arrived. Let's have a look at them. 3 units at level 4. I have to change them up to my militia template. Plenty of equipment. Pop them onto the Necro gang here. You will see that I have made split into 2 units. I've created the Blue Stripes gang. Little nod to Witcher over there. Hope you guys don't mind. And since I have a second unit, I am going to get another unit commander. And this time, I'm going to go here to... Why can't I select him? I don't have enough money. Oh well, fair enough. Then we move on to the next step. And that is taking on the Vipers. This is the first step in our conquering cycle. Moving all the way down to here, claiming Nevada. So here we go, creating an opening. Sure, Reno's the biggest little city in the world, but why confine ourselves to a little city? We're a big power in the West, and it's time that that was recognized. Why not expand our borders a little? The Vipers, those strange fanatics along our border, have been keeping us from making headway into new acquisitions for years now. Let's show them who is top dog. So it claims on a war goal on the Vipers in 30 days. Okay, there we are. Creating an opening is done. I have put Pablo in charge of Necron, and I'm going to choose 2 traits for him because I can. The first one will be Gunslinger for the militia attack and defense boost, and the next one will be Gun Nut to increase the effectiveness on my fire teams. So there we go, 2 for him. I now have enough NCR dollars to do, where the hell's it gone now? The Nanjama clan. I'm going to go for that one. The Nanjama clan used to be Chinese slaves that were subjected and enslaved by the Chinese, so Japanese enslaved by the Chinese before the war in their colossal submarines. Now they are a warrior clan that is a force to be reckoned with, as they use vehicles to swarm and terrorize the enemy. Not interested in vehicles. I am going to get a new leader. Again, perks aren't that much. Going to get another 3 units, which is great. Infantry equipment, soft attack plus 15%. That's brilliant. I'm not going to use a vehicle technology one. We'll start that one off. And then we're going to stop training. And I'm going to leave Blue Stripes here in case the Jackals want to launch another raid while I'm busy here. If these 16 guys aren't enough, remember they are just basic militia with some machine guns, then I'll add in the extra 6 to boost up the amount of manpower. But for now, let's declare war and let's get this party started. Let's see how this goes. Okay, we've got mostly green. They are pushing in. Oh, there's another unit. Let's add them on there. If this takes too long, Pablo's guys will be able to join. And I can have 19 units. That's alright. Okay, we've got an 80. Okay, so we're pushing in here. This time, if I do get the chance, I will do some manual maneuvering of my units if they can, but otherwise I will let them do their stuff because they're pretty good against the den. Let me increase my officer corps. I want to go for gifted field commanders. More max planning, more initiative, more coordination. The other one I was thinking of is going for fight for freedom for the boost on the boost for attack and defense on core territory, but I think this might be a bit more useful, so we can go for that one. Okay, come on gents, you can do this. See, defense is still pretty good, attack's a bit weak. They've been pushed back there. No, screw it. Let me pop these guys on here. Song for the front. What do I want more? Political power or war support? War support. There we go. Let's get more war support up. And I'm about to hit, or I should hit. There we go. 100 very nicely. And now I can actually hire Pablo as military high command. And my infantry goes up by 5%. I don't know if that includes militia, but I've got my finger crossed that it does. But my divisions will have 10% better recovery rate at the very least. Still got 3,000 in the bank, still got low manpower warning. Annoys me, but we can do this. So now it is 23 against them, and I can now start getting some perks. There we go. And I have my first land doctrine unlocked. Let's go for the next one, foraging. Now the reason I use Mr. Bishop as the one to use my attack order on is he, even as a commanding officer, has a higher attack skill. And since I am on the attack, that's why I wanted to use him for. I'm trying to look for every possible advantage I can get. Because if I was able to use light special forces or anything else, this would be an absolute wipe. Okay, let's say I might be able to get an encirclement here. Oh, hold on. Okay, lost it. Okay, pushed him back. Brilliant. Okay, now you come in there. Let's see if we can get an encirclement going here. Brilliant. Okay. Push in, gents. Push in. There we go. Because that's 2 units they've lost and a new commanding officer. So let's pop him in there. I saw a ninja there, and I think, yes, that means I can't get the militia attack and defense boost. But I'm going to say gun nut then, at least. Okay, that's a bit annoying, but what's not annoying, another 3 units, level 4 as well. Change them down to my militia. Bit low on fighting weaponry, but I can't use anything else. Them's the rules. And let me actually have a look. Okay, you stand over there. Okay, so the Conquistadors, that was 16 with logistics. Okay, nice. The Najami Warriors was 16 with recon and stims. Okay. So give me some pretty decent free templates there. I'm not gonna, can't use them though. Now next I am going to hold off on Hellhammers. Don't want that one now. Instead I'm going to get some boost for my land doctrine with overhauling doctrines. The militias of New Reno may not be the finest warriors in the wasteland, but we can certainly teach them a thing or two, or round up some veterans to teach the new blood a little thing or two in wasteland warfare. Here we go, 250% research bonuses for Land Doctrine. Ready to pick up another perk. Love it. Okay, and you can get another one as well. Now, eventually he will be using my elite, so let me give demolitions there. Bloody mess. Okay, I like it. Oh no, let me select that one, because I am using all 26 of my units. So encirclement's done wonders. We've really pushed hard now in the south here, and they're still pushing hard. That's good. Carry on, guys. Really threw Viper's AI out there quite a bit by taking that. This is about the way of the setting sun. Okay, I think Vault City might be going for Nevada Pact. We'll see. There we go. Pop them in there. Oh, and she's going NCR as well. They build faster. Let's get some more resources. Come, yep, another victory point, guys. Another victory point. No. You, low organization. If we can take Serpent's Cradle, that'll also be a nice boost. How are we looking here? Oh, they are not doing well. Not doing well at all. Remember, I do get points for the encirclements and taking out the enemy. Okay, they'll have to wait. I need 50 for the next one, I believe it is. Yes, 50. Oh, there's another one going here. Okay, just one. Take you off, pop you there. Oh, overhauling doctrines is done. No. Wait on that. What we've got over here. Another land doctrine. That might be a good idea. Common weaponry. Political power, that's alright. And more resources as well. That's pretty good. Parley, no. Shark Club, no, don't need that. I want to leave this for later. Let's go for another land doctrine. Or the political power. Oh, let me just see how am I doing here. Yeah, I'm basically going to double my what I currently have. So there we go. The Salvador's legacy. The Salvador's time in the sun went like a flash, but they still had friends in Reno. Indeed, despite Vault City's general qualms about our fine city, they brought lovely ties to that charming little city. 60 political power, 350 of common energy weaponry. Ooh. Ooh. No, that will be breaking the rules. Back to, okay, Rainbow Raiders instead. Don't listen to the critics of the Rainbow Raiders. They may have in the past been a ruthless gang in California, but today they're a vibrant community who help develop the NCR. Unlike the Legion, we welcome all who can contribute to our shining city on a hill. And this is what I'm after here, the Land Doctrine boost. 15 days, nice and short. Oh, okay, 80s are going after the grabbers. Okay, another encirclement. Get in there. And, okay, they're defending there already. So I was thinking maybe I could push up here. Did we take Serpent's Cradle? Yes, we did. Their capital's been moved. Imminent raid on our borders. Okay. Let's move them back. Okay. These jackals have got to go. But at least I have made my, what's shorter? 171. There we go. I have made some nice progress in with them. So, Hopefully we can carry on pushing. How's everything looking here? Okay, so we need not much, maybe 1 or 2 victory points left. Ghoul marriage, political power 50? No. 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 Let's just get the infrastructure boost with all roads lead to Reno. All roads truly lead those looking for a night of fun to Reno. Investing in the local infrastructure is sure to lead us into more business and, of course, into profit. Reno plus 1 infrastructure, Nixon plus 3 infrastructure. And that means I can build faster. More perks. There we go. Tourism season, not caring. No problem. Let me zoom out because that not military factory. Does that mean? Oh yes, I've got on everything. Okay, now when choosing this, have a look at your logistics and see what's in the red. Currently, it's fighting weaponry. So let's put 2 on there. Okay, how am I looking for 14? Okay, let's change this over to scrap bicycles. Everything else, as you can see, still sticking with guns, only got level 2. I did get my light machine guns up, and I'm making these so that I can boost probably Pablo's guys up to elite when I can. But I don't like changing it. Countryside raided. No ways. I had. They didn't even fight. And they've taken from both units. Okay. Let's set this all up again. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going back there to blue stripes. You guys are going back there. Let's put Jap back in charge and add his unit back in. That's annoying. That is really, really annoying. Well, now that I think about it, I think there actually is a way that you can actually do that. Oh, yes. This is what I like. Okay, they got back. Damn. I was going to see if I can run a squad over the north bit here. But we could split them in half anyways. Yep, I saw that coming. She's joined the NCR. They've gotten bigger, and the Rogue Rangers are going very well here in the circle, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to get Nevada Rangers as well. So, and they are part of Nevada I need to take if I'm, yep, South Nevada. So, it appears war with the NCR may be inevitable. Up, and the Vipers are taken care of. Lovely, I'll take all of you. Nice, easy peace conference. I believe my next target is against the Yakuza over here. And what else I want to do? Oh, I need to put an int over here. Bring down my resistance. There we go. All done. There we go. All roads lead to Reno is completed. Let's go back to this side. I want to take out these damn jackals. They have been raided me 3 times, and one of them, although I want to dispute that. So, but first I need to take out the Yakuza. So, loose ends. The Yakuza territories have long been a scourge on our borders, always trying to plunder incoming caravans and scaring off outsiders. It's time we end their reign of terror and make a bit of profit in the process. 45 days. Let's do this. Now you'll see the political power is over 100, but I am waiting to boost up from wasteland militias to funded militias, and that is as far as I will go. So I need another 35 political power for that one. There we go, 150 political power. So let's jump up to funded militias over here, and I believe, unless I'm mistaken, that this is the last advisor I can hire, at least to increase my recruitable population. After this, it's either grabbing some people from doing the agriculture tree or via the focuses. So, but that's about as much as I can get from advisors. Okay, it's time to take care of some loose ends. And I am running still a bit short on some machine guns. So I'm going to do Van Graaf and expansion over here. The Van Graafs gladly sell weapons to everyone who needs personal protection. In a way, they're heroes for the wasteland. So in Nixon, 3 building slots, 2 of them filled with arms factories. They'll be 30 days. And I can boost up local workspaces. Again, plus 2 to recruitable population. And now let's do this. Kick you guys off. Declare war. And let's see how this goes, shall we? Okay, that's a lot more green than up against the Vipers. Let's hope this does go strong. And I've just realized I did not build or increase my ring of outposts that I said I was going to do. Okay, the Legion did not win at Hoover Dam. And I won't lie to you, I was really hoping that they would, because that would have made my life a hell of a lot easier if the Legion was going after them. Okay, now we're going to stack you up. How much will this go? Okay. And the red for power. Don't have any power left over, but that's what I need. Okay, let's get more guns. We'll do that. Guns, guns, guns. Yeah, I thought resistance might be going up. Don't have money right now to do new citizen care package. So I have to rely on my operative I have there. Oh, you guys are doing fantastic work here. Absolutely fantastic. Kuz has no... Oh, and there's some money from drugs. Always profitable. And there, if we can take Bridgeport, if you don't mind, then this war should be over. Yep, there we go. And I've got 17 machine guns. Now, first of all, let's pop my second operative in this area. There, he's working well. And I think the next territory, if I remember the focus tree correctly, is indeed these damn jackals. So I'll send my men there to start getting ready. Okay, brilliant. More arms workshops. That'll be great. Now, one more step before I can take out those jackals, and I must do Yakuza booze. While the Yakuza folk may not have shown it, they have excellent taste in alcohol. We found entire crates of the stuff called sake. Plenty enough to last us years. Sending a shipment home to Reno would definitely boost our spirits and get us loads of cash in profit. So, development income for Reno plus 20% in 45 days. Okay, Yakuza booze done. Now, these damn jackals. Jeopardizing the jackals. Jackals are a load of sick freaks that somehow acquire the taste of human flesh. It's time we sanded off their tongues and put a few bullets between their brains. Couldn't agree more. Thankfully, due to our preparedness, we won't have to spend much time dispatching these degenerates. So, claims in a war go on the Jackals' core territories. Another 100 political power in the bank and another advisor to pick. I'm going to go for Cody here, because my war penalty stability modifier plus 10%, that is when you fight a offensive war. That means when you go on the attack, your stability goes down. I think it's 20 or 30%, so this is going to lessen that by 10%. And what I'm really after here is the root out resistant mission effects plus 20%. I'm already at 150%, so this is going to take me to 170. And also enemy operatives have a 30% greater chance of being caught. Alright, I couldn't have actually planned this better myself. The Jackals have just finished raiding me for the 4th time. I won this one, and it is now time to teach them a good lesson. While I'm doing that, I'm going to go for spoils of war. The destruction of the Yakuza gleaned many spoils of war, as they had sustained for years on stealing from us. It's only right that we now these spoils of war should flow back to us. So, 10 scrap metal and firepower in Ureno, 45 days. There we go. Let's set these guys off. And honestly, this should not take long at all. From what the intelligence I have, they have 6 units. I have 28. Even if they are militia, that is just a win in my favor. Let's get basic tools and carry on pushing, carry on pushing. Oh, Stonk 60. I won't say no to the money. I won't say no to the money. I'm not even bothering. These guys are just there. I think one I encircled the unit, just overran them. What do we have here? Decisions. Restored naval station felon. Yes, why don't we? Air bases and air technology. Yep, definitely. And they're gone. Okay, basic weaponry, thank you. Jackals, thank you. That's what you get for messing with Ureno. Let's just pop here. Let's get some simple circuitry there as well. Now, I believe my next fight is going to be here in the north against MODOK. So let's move my army to the north. Alright, it seems I was both right and wrong about my war being in the north. The next 2 branches of the tree, I can either go against the Den first or for MODOK. Now, as you will see here, as you can see here, they are fighting a little war, and it'll be rude for me to interrupt them. I want to see who wins out in the end first. So, let's make my position here a bit more concrete, doing things like lakeside industry. With the Yakuza raiders gone, we now control majority of Lake Tahoe. The newly conquered territories around it provide an opportunity to exploit this gem of a lake for our industry. It's not like anyone is going skinny dipping. So, Mark Lee is going to get a building slot filled with a civilian factory workshop, and I'm going to get 5% more stability. It's political power spending time again, and this time I am going to go after the prize fighter here. I want 10% more war support because that will be fantastic. And since I'm spending a lot of extra caps or NCR dollars on a military, a 10% discount on that will be great as well. Okay, lakeside industry is done while they are still fighting up in the north there. Let's do plenty of plunder. The Jackals have long squandered the pile of wealth they sit on. It's time to liberate it from the dirty man-eaters. We'll round up all the cannibal folk and make sure they never taste human flesh again with the best deterrent, a piece of lead in the brain. Now, local population is going to go down by 500. This is the reason why I'm taking this now and getting it out the way, is my resistance is going to increase by 20%. And I do get some nice amount of resources as well. So to get that out the way so I can take the other focuses to increase my compliance. Okay, so with that increase in resistance by doing plenty of plunder, let me counteract that with doing setting up shop. The land of the Yakuza occupied is actually valuable, with some quite populated areas. With some may criticize our methods, but we were recently villains. Would we have let the Yakuza open a hibachi restaurant on Virgin Street? Okay, I don't understand that all. Maybe I'm reading it wrong, but this is what's important. All these areas now are going to get 25% more compliance, which will take me one step closer to coring them. And this time what I'm going to be spending my political power on is increasing my army training up to wasteland survival training, because I want the extra 2.5% division organization. Do get a 5% decrease in my training time, but I have 30 units, and once I get rid of this low manpower warning for good, I want to start doubling up my recruitment. Let me tell you, these guys are wasting up time here in the north. Got one more focus before I start working on my next war focuses again. This time I'm going to go for catching Carson criminals. The Yakuza raiders that once inhabited Carson are now roaming in hordes of brigands looking for a person to rob for their next meal. It's about time we sent out a patrol or two to get rid of these greedy bastards. And more compliance in Tobin Wasteland and Mark Lee. Well, I didn't believe it when I first saw it, but the NCR has fallen into a election deadlock, and that is good for me because it means things might be a little bit easier with me if the NCR faction breaks up and they can just carry on with their own nonsense. And I finally get to start coring some states as well. And that's lovely. Oh, catching Crimson Caravans is done too. So that means I can move on to organic farming over here. Murdoch's farms are the breadbasket of northern Nevada and are the reason our casinos buffets are so amply stocked. Pay no heed to some steps to address outstanding supply issues. So I'm going to get claims on a war goal on Murdoch, and frankly they've had long enough to sort this problem out, and they haven't, so I will sort it out for them. Alright, buckle your seatbelts, it's wartime again. So I've got my war goal against Murdoch. I'm going to do extended contracts while this is busy. Unlike the tyrannical New California Republic, we don't force our citizens to fight. Instead, our citizens coordinate with leading families to defend us all. Aren't they heroes? And contracts is going to give me an extra 2% recruitable population in 30 days. Let's just declare war. They've had enough time to deal with the den, and let's set these guys off into the attack. So I am actually saving. Yep, I knew that was coming. I'm actually saving the den here a little bit, but that's no worries. They will be next on my hit list as I continue my push to reclaim Nevada in what is a more effective fighting force than I thought. I have converted 10 of necro gangs to my elite template. Okay, well, that's one down. But the den has a higher war score than me. Okay. So let's pass, see if I can get an advantage here. Oh, I can take Chester. Now they're going to fight me on it. Okay, now let's see if I can take Murdoch. Two more. No, I can't take that. But I have cut them in half. Good enough. Okay, and I've got some common weaponry. So that is fantastic. Let me get 281. Yeah, let's get some more organization. I love organization. And this is my top level gun I'll have for this playthrough. Okay, now let's realign my forces here to take on these free states. Okay, so they've linked up there. That's not going to serve them any purpose whatsoever. Because I'm going to sweep around and take everything. Whoever goes here is going to push directly for Ghost Farm. And we can end this. Okay, now how much do I get of that? Antelope. Fight me on it again. And Ghost Farm as well. Fight me on it as well. Still fighting me for it, but I got it in the end. Okay, so that's that done. the den is next. They mustn't think that they've escaped my wrath. I'll set up my army. Whoop, let's call this first. There we go. Okay, that's extended contracts done. So now let's get over to designs on the den. Rebecca is one of the few nuisances that plague New Reno. Fortunately, our citizen soldiers are ready to protect our nation and its interests, even if it's an interest in making sure people only use our smooth, refreshing jet. And as you can see here, the NCR is all split up, which I just think is amazing. So with designs of the den completed and the NCR Civil War going underway, which is making me quite happy, because now my chances of having to face that beast of an NCR is significantly reduced, although not impossibly gone. I must look out for that. It's time for next focus, and unfortunately I can't work on any of these Murdoch ones like I wanted to, because I don't own all the territory yet. So Goliatha, that's how I'm going to pronounce it, Goliatha Restoration. Goliatha is a graveyard outside of Reno where the dead were buried and enemies of certain families were sent to be disposed of. Restoring Gothica, or no, there's no C, but anyways, to its original purpose will remove the enemies of mobster families much more discreetly. Damage to garrisons minus 25%. So that's that taken care of. And now I'm going to first push in on this area here, and then move the blue stripes into the main army group to push against the den. These guys must be on defensive for now. So that has been declared. Let's go. Alright. So there are no troops here, so this should be quite an easy push. They aren't pushing against me. Looks like they've only got 7 units up against my 33. Okay, so that's that taken care of. Now let me add them here, and I'm going to push immediately because they are quite thinly stretched. So let's see what happens here. It's also a test of the effectiveness, because now my militia unit should be moving down here from Necro, leaving a gap open, which actually is a nice way to counter-attack. Suck them in and then take them out. Okay, that's more resources. Let's get public projects. Now, I don't know if these guys are just weak or if I have been underestimating militia templates, because this isn't going too badly so far this playthrough. I know I haven't been facing off against the strongest of enemies. Let's just take that out, and I've got a factory. Let me check here. Nothing in the red, although let's pop all these guys on guns. Can't have too many guns. Yeah, we can afford that. Okay. Yeah, just Doris left, and we'll have all this territory. How's things going here while we're busy? Okay, still a bit of a stalemate. Oh no, California Way is pushing up in the south like they generally do. Vault City's taking bad laden buckaroos. Okay. Now let's have a look at this. Can I... No, the war's still going. What's this next one? Why not? Let's get some more workshops. Okay. Although the Salvadors have lost much influence, their contribution to Reno's culture lives on. Try the wood-fired pizza at Cartusi's. And please ask no more questions about the fate of the Salvadors. Full building slots, 2 of them filled with civilian workshops at the cost of 50,000 NCR dollars. I can deal with that. And I just want to see if I can give him. So I gave him gun nut. Bloody mess he won't need yet. I'm going to leave that. I'm going to leave that trait blank for now. I don't care about the tourist results. Wish I could turn that off, just tell them I'm not interested. But that's not an option. There we go. War done, then taken care of. Okay, so time to rest my troops, grow stronger. Going to look out for the 80s over here. And I think Vault City. I don't think the California Rangers here are going to be able to do anything about NCR backup. But we'll have to see what happens next. I must say, I love how New Reno is growing here. I want to go now for mopping up Murdoch because I want to rush here for placing a bet to get some 4 free cores. So first of all, mopping up Murdoch. Murdoch may be a new addition to our territories, but they will nonetheless pay tribute to Reno with their ample, able-bodied men. We'll sweep the streets of Murdoch for conscripts. The locals may not like it, but they'll understand in due time when enemies are knocking on their doorstep. Manpower plus 800, base stability minus 5%. I'm at 64, so that's not too bad. I say I never get tired of seeing national focuses bypassed. That's mopping up Murdoch done. And because I already have the free states under my control, that's why that's bypassed. Now it's time for Hordes of the North. The north of Nevada is a cold and barren territory, full of savages and distant powerful threats. With the slags under our control, it is now our first line of defense against the northern hordes that would be currently Trollborn. We will gain 2 levels of outposts in every border province of Antelope Reservation, Ghost Farm, Modoc, and Chester at the cost of 1,000 NCR dollars. I'm a bit short on that, so I'll go into the minus unless I can get that money in before that. And something I want to pick up that I'd missed is this seems to be the playthrough of Civil Wars. Even New Vegas is going its own way. And the Mojave Territories has gone Provisional Republic of Mojave under our lovely Judy Farkas over here. Very interesting game to watch going on. Californian state, not looking good right now. Hordes of the North done. Now let me get some cores and finish off this branch by placing a bet. The Slags is now under the sphere of Reno's influence and can properly be brought into the fold. Constructing settlements out there is risky, but it is a bet we're willing to take. So, 4 free cores. Let's go. Well, would you look at this? Vault City wants us to join the Nevada Pact. Fortunately, no, I'm going to be working alone this one. Oh, and canine formations is completed now. This is going to answer a question I'm pretty sure I know the answer to, because if you're unawares, this focus takes down infantry and ghouls, auxiliary, by 0.2. Makes your combat with smaller. But the way I understand the mechanics, it does not affect militia. And I want to actually check that out. So first let's do that research. And then let's just have a look. This should be 19.5. It has stayed the same. Okay, that is good news. It means I know the mechanics just as well as I thought. I wasn't trying to fool myself. Awesome. Placing a bet, 4 cores for free and 2 branches done before I can move on to claiming Nevada. Next, Enlightened Teachers. The people of Kalmuth call themselves civilized, but there's more to civilization than living in burnt-out ruins of a fortified town. We can set up a school for the poor people if only they let us send a mayor to supervise them. So, claims and a war goal on Kalmuth's core territories. One of the reasons why I took another reason why I took the rice is because with if old Bishop was in charge, I would only get them as a puppet, which is something I don't want. Okay, Kalmuth, you are next. So while I'm doing this, I could carry on here, but I think it's time for me to get another unit leader, and that is going to be the Hellhammers over here. The Hellhammers are a crazy but originally organized band of men obsessed with armaments, extremely skilled in artillery and heavy weaponry. It is quite possibly the greatest line of defense any city could ask for. So, another unit leader, average stats, very good defense though. 3 more squads, and here's another reason why I went for Wright. demolition equipment, soft attack plus 5%, production cost minus 10%, and extra 2 max entrenchment. Does say take 60 days though, so this might take a while. Let's stop them from training, prep that up, and let's go. I am really trying to get Bishop a terrain trait, so let's hope he carries on going. I have not told these guys to attack, but it seems they are doing it anyway, these 3 guys over here. Oh, more factories. Let's just pop them on there. I think I need to start adding my dogs to my... Hold on. Let's add them on here. Gets a bonus to my garrison over here. Okay, so standardized tools. Next one is going to be what? Let's do here. Backyard workshops. There we go. Okay. I really think I've been misjudging these guys. Okay, so that's focus fire done. Let's get... Wait, hold on. What's the time at? 122, 183. No, let's make my dogs a bit better. I'm going to save on coring for a little bit, because very soon I'm going to finish my electronics research, and then I want to start working on my Air Force. Lanius goes west. Okay, so one less possible civil war. Well, that would have been something though. Okay, who are the guys here? You 3, take them out if you do, if you could be so kind. There. Okay, I think I might have to redo this line here.
Hello.
Let's delete that one. I was expecting him to push better here. Guess not. I was hoping I could take these 8 units and put them back on that border with the 80s, because I know those guys are going to be coming at any time. Whoop. Vol City does like its puppets this playthrough. Okay. Come on. Almost got Crater Lake. Almost. Okay, Esport's finally down. So we'll see which way the 80s are going. Come get in there. There we go. We got them surrounded. And they're on low supply. You can just see them popping up there. Alright, that's what I want. So, aircraft company, Victoria Flyers, job done. And that should be, yep, Calmouth done. So if I'm not mistaken, that marks the end of the war goals I can get via the focus tree. The rest is going to be the claims for Nevada. But even so, even I was playing a normal game where you'd buddy up with the NCR, that is looking pretty damn good. They're still fighting a deadlock there. Well, California State's pushing back nicely now that it's signed a white peace with the She State. Don't know how these guys are hanging on here, but never mind that. Alright, I have some Hellhammers. Now, let's go to stomping on the slavers. We need to free those poor slaves to protect the wasteland and to enhance our armies. Manpower plus 1,000, and I get my 5% stability back. I lost here with mopping up the Modoc, so that's good. And 3 units.
Hello,
so let's change all of them. Let's make them, take them straight to elite. There we go. You can fill up that unit there. And these 2, believe it or not, are going to go into a new unit under Tobias over here, and they will guard this border here with Slanter. Set them up nicely now. Oh, I can give them... Let's have a look before I go in. Oh, flash in the pan. That's pretty nice. Okay, only 1 So that means let's go for Gunslinger, Militia, Attack and Defense. There we go. Alright, that's some slavers stomped on. Now, our sister city. The Den has long been ruled by the deadbeat Ordinos who we kicked out of Reno decades ago, but they persisted and continued their hostilities with us. However, now that they are gone, we can finally repair our relations with the Den's people and assure their loyalty. So, Den's going to be called, and I'm going to get 2 building slots, one with a civilian workshop, other one with an arms workshop. And once again, time to spend some political power. And finally, I'm going to hire my chief of the army. It is Tobias over here. Chap we got over here for the Red Devils gang. He's going to give me a nice boost to my fire team and my demolitions equipment. More good stuff. And there we go. Our sister city, the Den, has now been called. There's one more step I want to do before I start my crusade to claim Nevada, and that is City of Sins. Reno has stood the test of time against foreign invaders and raiders. The city is thriving and our territories live in a state of pre-war luxury and sin. They always called Vegas the City of Sins, but Reno has certainly owned that title. The title. So base war support 10% more. Base stability 10% more. And I'm going to get +2 development in Reno as well, which means more money. In other news around the wasteland, the Thunderbirds and 80s have split, so they're going to have to be taken care of. The Provisional Republic of the Mojave is not doing so well against Kaiser, and New Vegas has also been taken. Then what else? The Californian state is pushing quite nicely now against Californian Way. So that's what's happening around me. Troll Warren has done their bit and is on the Marlow tribe. We'll have to see if they come south through me. That could be a problem, but I'm quite happy that I'm 99% sure I'm not going to have to have a problem with any of the old NCR states. And there we are, City of Sins completed. Now, something important to know: if you take Reno statehood over here, you cannot do claiming Nevada. So this is out. Not that I wanted to do it in the first place. Anyway, claiming Nevada. Nevada in its current state is a territory of feuding nations and raiders. It's time we put our foot down and begin bringing civility to these shit dens. Reno will certainly be a beacon of hope that we've subjugated for the subjugated wastelanders living in these territories. We will claim all of Nevada as our land. Let's start that off. And there we are, just under 5 years shy of playing this challenge, and I'm finally ready to start claiming Nevada. And while I'm doing that, let me take some precautions. Precautions must be taken in Reno to protect our assets. It is not enough to rely on peace of our neighbors in such a place as the wasteland. A great wall must be constructed around New Reno. This will give me 2 levels of outposts on every victory point or border province of New Reno and New Reno outskirts. 25 political power at the cost of 50,000 NCR dollars. This isn't the best, as I'll show you now, but I really want to get onto the next one for the research bonuses for light air technology and the ones that follow after that. Now, literally what I'm going to get from this focus is probably 1, and 2, just there, and then on the victory point, it's going to get some outposts there. So it sounds grand, but it really actually isn't. California Rangers, this is going to be my first target for my expansion down for taking out New Reno. Outpost Mesa is there. Yes, okay, 13 political power, 65 days. This will probably be my biggest test so far. I mean, look at these units that they've really got ready for me. So, again, testing out just how good my militia template is. Well, would you look at this? Vault City wants some territory from me. First they want to be allies, now they want some territory. And they want Tobin Wasteland over here. But that is going to be a no from me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reposition my forces along the border with Vault City and their two puppets over here, and we'll see what they can actually do. Okay, please remember, for the record, Vault City picked this fight, not me. So what happens now is all on them. So the puppets haven't joined in yet. There we go. Okay, so yep, the Borough City has, but I was expecting a little bit more. Okay, well that finishes that up. Brilliant. So that is as far as I'm going to go with my weapons. Now I just got to finish up these two up top here. More factories, what to do with them. You know what? We're just going to keep them there for now. Okay. Yeah, and everyone's joined in. So this is going to be a lot of fun, because what I'm actually going to do now is take off them and add to my order. Yes, that'll work quite nicely. Okay, let's do this, gents. So that's one taken care of. Borough City is gone. They really picked the wrong fight here. Because I think I even have them. Yeah, I even have them outmanned, which is surprising since my army is actually still quite small. That's precautions done. Let's do New Reno Airport. A restoration effort could be made on the airport of pre-war Reno, allowing it to be reused as an airbase just out of Reno. The possibilities of a network of Reno planes is endless. So 50% research bonus for air technology, light. And I'm going to get 3 air bases, 60 days. That means I've got 5 days until my justification against the California Rangers is finished. So hopefully I can get that done. Vault City is mine, and looks like everything is mine. So I'll take you, I'll take you, and I'll take you. Really, that was a lot easier than I thought it would be. And oh, available airplanes in reserve. Okay, I'm going to wait on you for just a moment. And my war goal against California Rangers is done, and it doesn't look like it's going to expire. So let's just put these guys back the way they were before Vault City decided to pick a very silly and useless fight with me. And we can wait. How long am I going to wait? Let's get them all in position and trained up, and then get their preparation up, and then we'll start this war. Okay, well, I think that's enough time. Let me declare war. Okay, no potential enemies outside of them. Let's hope it stays that way, and let's kick both of these guys off, and let's see what happens here. Okay, not doing so well there, but hopefully we can counterattack back. Oh, that's not good at all. They are pushing here quite strongly. Okay. I'm going to have to redo this manually. Rejoin this line here. There we go, guys. Come on, come on, come on.
Sir. Hey.
And where are you guys off to?
Sir.
Yes. Now if I could just do the same and block them off, that would be fantastic. There we go. Oh, more troops. Brilliant. Don't worry about meals, worry about victory. Okay, so pretty good on the attack, not so good on the defense. These guys, let's see if we can get that nice bottleneck sorted out. And now, destruction of the Ranger Citadel. Damn Skippy. And what do we have here? Decisions. No, I don't want to do that. Oh, what did you get? Okay, you got Gunslinger and Bloody Mess. I don't have another trait I really want to give you. So, you know what? We'll keep it that way. Now if we can take that, oh, there we go. Vault City Resurgence is back up and running. Okay, now let's take this line off. Let's bring that there and tell these chaps to get into the mix. Now hopefully, okay, there were some troops there, so it won't be that much of an issue. Do you know what I think is with these militias? They are very fast. These militias are quite fast. That's possibly from my land doctrine, but they are moving at a pretty good speed. Let's just make sure we don't have a problem there. Yep. Because really, I thought this was going to be quite a fight. And in the beginning, when they pushed me there, it was. But now, not so much. Oh, nothing to call. Let me up my organization again. Yes. We'll take 40 cases, thank you.
I'm gonna send you packing.
Now these guys don't have supply. And it's all over. There we go. I am getting mightily impressed here. Mightily impressed. These two I still have to worry about because, yep, East and South Nevada. So 1, 2, 3, 4 is what I think I still need to take on. So, and I just spent all the political power. How much do I need for this? 2 more. Okay, I'm going to start this and then we'll carry that on. As soon as I've got 8 political power, we'll get that ready and then this should be easy peasy. Well, Old Reno Airport is open and I reckon I have done everything along the top here. No, I'll say that again. Let me get this one here. New Reno radio. Constructing radio towers across Reno would be useful both for entertainment as well as we can broadcast music, but also as a way of subterfuge and communicating with mobsters and other armies. So, 2 research bonuses for radar technology. Don't need that because the one was done. 3 radar stations, and that's only going to cost me 50,000, and I've got plenty. And I just thought of a nice playthrough. Plays Infinity Nights, and I can call the video To Infinity and Beyond. Let me know if you want to see something like that. But yes, back to business. Let's start this justification off. What is the capital's name? Always like going for the capital. Bloody Springs. There we go, 40 days. You know, don't these people learn? The Thunderbirds is now demanding territory. They want here. BO Wave. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but never mind that. Again, that will be a no. Oh, demanding lots of territory. So I want to set my troops up and for the inevitable. Oh yes, here are the 2. Well, it doesn't matter. They're not going to get it. Now, I don't think the Thunderbirds are going to fare much better than anyone else so far. But remember, they started this fight. So let's actually end their training and let's find out how this goes. I don't know if maybe. Oh yes, that's all my electronics done. So I'm going to move on to my planes. Although the way that this is going, I don't think I actually get a chance to actually build any kind of air force. I've done this all without air power. I don't know if these enemies have been weaker than they should be, but so far this has been easier than I expected. Had a few close calls, but nothing to really write home about. Nothing where I was actually needing to go change my pants at any time.
I'm gonna send you packing.
Oh, there goes Diana against Volt 27. Surprise, Kaiser hasn't gone over after New Vegas yet. They took all of New Vegas off. They took it. Yeah, they still don't own it. Okay, well, new arena radio is done now. Hedged bets. Fortifying the executed territory should be a good enough disincentive for any raider groups to take refuge in the area. Also, with potential enemies growing to the south and west, it is never bad to hedge your bets. So, 2 level outposts on every border province of Mark Lee and Bridgeport, the cost of 50,000 NCR dollars. No problems there. That's this area basically over here. Oh, okay, that was far too easy, far too quick. I was barely even concentrating for that one. And I'm telling you, I'm doing this on average Joe, so that should be that. Okay, so liberation of the 80s. More manpower. Factory output. That is pretty damn good. Okay, again, let me now set up to take out my original target of the Protectron security hub. Okay, maybe this time I'll have a bit more fight because I am going up to Protectrons which have a good amount of armor. Let's find that out. I do feel a little bit bad for them since they've just been sitting quietly here the entire playthrough, haven't bothered anybody, but I do need them for this to be complete. Something that I found slightly both odd and annoying. Oh, military engineering, one less. The Legion. Something I found slightly annoying is that I cannot, there's no citations. I don't know if this is a bug has crept in somewhere or if Narina just doesn't have access to citations, but I can't give citations to my men. So let's just pop these guys. That's nice. Up to Legendary Wastelanders. I'm just going to go up to Proficient Mercenaries for that one. And no, these guys, okay, they're not doing anything, but fair enough, because everything else is being done by the rest of my troops. Do I fight Desert Fox? Oh, yes. Thank you. Improvisation expert, logistics wizard. The best two commander traits to get, because now, even though he's a commander for everybody, they still get this boost of 10% bonus movement on all types of land and 10% less supply use. Cannot get better than those two traits. Favorite traits ever. Okay, Bloody Springs, and oh, another one done. 2 more left here. Not sure what I'm going to do with that research slot once I'm done, but I'll figure something out. I'll guarantee that. I've also completed all these perks here, so everything's going pretty well on that front. Just need to take Bloody Springs here, and this will be over, and then I believe it is just the Sky Reavers and a little bit of the 80s. Yep, they're gonna have to go. So it'll be 80s next, Sky Reavers after that. Thank you very much for your service. And there we are. Let's see. 80s. justify war goal. They have, I don't think, any friends at all. And where is their capital? Gold Hill. Gold Hill. Where's Gold Hill here? Oh, it's not a claimed state. Okay, we're just going to go for Crescent Valley there. 55 days, 11 political power. Send. Let's get ready. Alright, hedge bets is finished. And now, until I can get this focus, I am pretty damn sure I've done everything I want to do here in the north. So let's work down here in the south with fun with chems. Actually, I don't need that either. Let's get some resources. The Silver Rush. The Silver Rush is the establishment of the Van Graafs, who deal in energy weapons and other advanced technology. Their establishment means a greater availability for advanced tech for Reno. There we go, 30 days. There we are, Silver Rush completed. Let's move on to the Megalodon Club. Shark Club was rightfully considered one of the largest gambling establishments in the city, attracting everyone who wished to try their luck. Now let's attract interested people to try their luck from all over Northern California and Nevada. And its restoration under the name Megalodonian Club will be our first priority. 4 building slots, extra civilian workshop. Very nice. And just to see how that's changed, I have 46, but because of the laws, out of those 46 factories, only 4 are required for consumer goods. You can see that all the reductions for Empire of Sin, Reno Speakeasies, support for Reading, I don't get that one, and a well-equipped army as well. Nicely done. If I can get my support stability up, maybe I can get that even lower. Okay, finally, no one has interrupted my justification, and I am ready to go to war against the 80s. Now, I've picked a bit of a bolder plan here. 2-prong attack, one from the north, one from the west. And we'll get that on now. Let's start these guys off. Now, these impossible terrains here have been notoriously problematic with getting your troops through, but I have an answer for that if it comes to that. In other news, before we get started, Kaiser is going against New Vegas at long last. He is still in power, and California state looks like they are just a little bit closer to taking out the California way. They've cut them in half, so these guys are surrounded. Dayglow is the capital, and She State still has signed their white peace. How this war between Arroyo and Eureka is still carrying on, I have no idea. But that's not my problem. My problem is now the 80s. This has to be the most difficult fight I'm going to have to take on. But otherwise, okay. Ooh, motorized flight is done. Let's do triplane attacker. There we go. We can get some of those aircraft into production. Got the military factories to spare. Oh, Megalodonian Club's done. I'm going to go for gladiator fights next. The bishops promoted certain rules, such as banning blades or fights to the death, but that is a bit boring. Inspired by the Legion, let's make people fight to the death for sport. What fun! Extra 5% war support, extra 5% stability. I'm above 50% for both, but more is always better. So we can carry on pushing here. See, this is the problem with the AI. They don't always put all the units on the front. Oh, there goes New Vegas. So Kaiser should be cured. So that means he can carry on leading. And he's got Lanius with him because Lanius decided to go west. So Kaiser's Legion is big and strong. Gentle Souls on their side. So even if Californian State wins, they're soon going to have a problem with the Legion. This is just beautiful. This is glorious. And I still can't believe I thought I would have to have a overwhelming amount of troops to pull this off. I was expecting to have to get the trait to give him an extra 3 units or something like that. Oh, we've got a hole here. We've got a hole. So let's fix that. by putting everybody on aggressive and taking, let's take half of these guys here. Half of you go there. I dislike being flanked, but now everybody's on aggressive, so now they should just attack in every direction possible. Oh, they're already basically done for. Look at this militia. I haven't even lost 500. I've lost less than 10% of theirs. And I don't have, I want to prove what I'm using here. I don't have any, okay. I don't have any kind of armor or anything like that. Okay, I'm taking everything. It's not Nevada, but I'm taking everything. And Scar Reavers, it looks like you are the last guys that need to be taught a lesson. Look here. There's no armor here at all. My armor is 0. I've got nothing to give. No chems either. No trigger back, no experience loss. I don't know how I'm losing so little people. But okay. Scar Reavers, you are part of Nevada. Let me just double check that. Utah, Nevada, yes. So, you shall be the last to fall. Justify war goal. Yeah, I've got claim states. Area 51 is your capital. I have 51 units. That's kind of fitting. 55 days. Let's end this challenge off. My humblest of apologies. I clicked on the to choose a new focus without restarting my recording. But Gladiator Fights is finished. So, time to go for our comedy shows now. If you're tired of gambling, try one of the comedy shows at the Chuckle Vault. After all, there are more jokes than just your love life. Okay, bit harsh there. Gain base stability plus 5%. Here we go. Our comedy shows is finished. Now, surprise, surprise. These things generally need to have all of the following to do it, but not here. So I'm going to go for sweatshop labor over here. The ends justify the means, and sweatshop labor is ultimately extremely efficient. There are wasters and junkies who would die on the streets. At least this way they are employed. So production efficiency goes up by 5%. Efficiency base goes up by 10% because you can never have enough equipment. Well, isn't this just a stroke of good luck? Everything came together quite nicely here. Got some political power to spend. Let's just bump this once up to proficient mercenaries. So that's that done. Then I've got triplane attackers. So let's go on to lightweight materials there. You can see I have finished my land doctrine as well. So all the way down to the bottom. Let me show you very quickly what the template looks like now. So same basic, look at that organization, double what the recommended is. Soft attack is through the roof and I'm using machine guns. And the elite one is even better. So that is a way to, if you want to do the militia run, do let me go back there. Take asymmetric warfare, go down ancient tactics. You'll have a great amount of fun. Now, let's make some triplane attackers over here. All being used up must be a lot of resistance. Oh, I know why. It's because I increased my law. Let's go down to road patrols. Now resistance sorts it out. Okay, so, and the justification is completed as well. I have taken my guys down to balanced again. Let's start them off and let's go. Yep, there's the factories back. Let's see if the resistance goes up as well. Okay, so I was hoping for, I really felt like I haven't tested this out nicely. The road west. Who wants to go? Oh, this is the races. Sweatshop labor's done. Let's get sanctuaries. I don't need sanctuary city. What else to do? I don't really. Okay, pause. Thank you. I don't really have anything else really important I want to do apart from all birds over here. So you know it is what it is. This is to get sanctuary city over here. Reno is a prosperous city, and we often find the disenfranchised of the wasteland at our gates. Opening up a sanctuary city would cause an influx of population, but may present other opportunities. Manpower, 1,500. Resistance has gone up. So let's up this to extensive patrols. There we are. And I just realized I had planes in the bank. So let's create... Yes, let's get some triplane attackers over here. Standard settings, close air support, normal operations so they don't die. And let me attach them to Necro's gang over here. So get a little bit of support. Ah, some red. Okay, some defense going on here.
Hello, sir.
Come on, guys. Can you break it? The Yuma turned. Okay, that's all got to do there. Roy has joined the NCR. Yeah. Now, who are they actually joining? Let me have a look here. Actually, they can carry on. There, Roy. Who do they actually join? Ah, California Way. Is it? Is that correct? Same fact. Oh, California Hegemony. Mountain Pass. Okay, that's the great race going on. It doesn't actually say. Oh, California State's finally taking care of business over here. Wonder where the Legion's going to do their business. And my guys are... Okay, you know what?
What's up?
Aggressive. There we go. That's it. Scour Reavers have broken. High caliber ammunition's done. So next, let's improve. There we go. Volatile explosives. No chance, no chance, no chance. Let's just carry on pushing down to the northern passage over here. Oh, Sanctuary City's done. Looting the Sierra Depot. The Sierra Depot holds armaments and treasures unimaginable. Having a designated team looting the depot would create a steady import of armaments to the mobster families of Reno. But why is everybody in Vault City so angry about this? 3 building slots, 2 arms workshops. Why not? Can't go wrong with some more arms workshops.
Hello, sir.
A great race. Okay, that was fantastic. Didn't partake. Oh, more troops.
Had a decent meal in weeks.
There we are.
What's up?
Come on, Scour Reavers, what you got for me? There, barrage balloons, biplane fighters. That's still being researched. What's new here that you want to do? Barrage balloons? No. Not too worried about you. You can go away.
Hey.
We just carry on pushing, carry on pushing. Do I get a decision to form any formal nations here? No. Terse trade. Procurement. Organization relations. No. Propaganda. No. War measures. No. Political actions. No. Okay. Well, this North Passage is about to go down. They are fighting their best, but it is ultimately useless. And there we go. So, can you win with just militia and ballistic weapons? Yes. And easier than I thought. I would like to thank you all very much for watching this challenge, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.